environment and the people around you that you like, that influence your mind and influence you. This is a regular human thing, right? To be influenced by your environment and the people around you. This is why successful people, they will tell you, you want to evaluate and look at the company you keep, right? It's a reason why that's always been a thing, to mind the company that you keep, because the company that you keep influences what you own, right? Like when I came on here and said, what y'all own, right? So if you understand that, you understand that when you choose a person that they are on some negative ass attitude having shit, right? It turns you into a person where your character, right, gets worse, not better. Your core beliefs and the things you stand on, they get worse because most of your behavior starts to just be behavior to be able to cope with what type of person they are, because negative energy is overwhelming. It's not light. Y'all got to look at y'all, because what I'm saying is, look at yourself. Look at the relationship you in, the type of females you've been dealing with, and look at what type of man you have become. Finna help y'all do the math. Look at what type of man. I ain't even talking about it being draining, because you're right. It's a mess to fucking deal with when you're trying to deal with it. Look at what it's done to you. Fuck the other person. Notice I'm not talking about the females and where they got it from and why they the way they is. Not even talking about that. Look at what the shit has done to you. A lot of y'all don't realize the shit has changed you for the worse. Even down to, watch this, even down to the choices you made. Because this ain't a bitch. Notice when I talk about influence, right? Influence affects, it impinges on, it's pressure to the type of decisions that you choose to make as a man. So it's still on you, right? I'm not giving anybody else credit for whatever decisions you made, whatever poor or bad decisions you made when the shit changed you for the worse. Them still your decisions. You don't get to blame the woman for that, right? You do not. You do not. Them still your decisions. But when you look at your decisions, and if them bitches is all over the place to the point where as a man, my reputation, my character, what I'm on is now for the worse. Like when I look at this shit, it's not what I want for myself as a man. Bro, you gotta get up out of there. Bro, you gotta get up out of there, bro. You gotta get up out of there. You don't get to blame her. You gotta get up out of there. You gotta get up out of there. It's a lot of y'all, bro. The bitch you dealing with, you can tell yourself whatever you want to tell yourself, right? The bitch you dealing with, time you got deep in with her, what the community start to notice from you, your choices, your reputation, your interaction with family, what you're now known and expected for is not something that you're proud of as a man. Bro, you gotta get up out of there. You gotta get up out of there. You gotta get up out of there. You got to get the fuck up out of there. When you look back, okay, this past 6 months, this past year, I done been known for lying. I done been known for cheating. I done been known for making poor choices with this, or fucking up money with this, or doing this with this. Bro, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get up out of here. All this shit my fault. Based on the things that I've allowed to influence me. The shit will take you off your swivel. It will have you in a space where you become worse as an individual. Worse. Do y'all understand what I'm explaining? Worse. So now let me make this clear, right? There is growth. And to grow, especially as a man, it requires you to get uncomfortable. It requires you to get disciplined about some things. It requires you to get sure about some things. And when I say sure, you don't have to be solidly making decisions that are a sure thing. You just have to be sure that you want to make that decision and stand on however it play out, right? A lot of y'all, the relationships that you're in, the stuff that you're involved in, it's not doing that for you as a man. Now, going back to what I said about purpose, right? When you don't have a purpose as a man, you will go out into the world and the things that are highly attractive, you will be ran by those. And for men, pussy and money. Pussy and money. Pussy and money. When you don't have something that you're motivated towards outside of pussy and money, when you don't have something that you as a man, not because a bitch told you or because your mama told you or because they saying it, but something that you want to be disciplined for. You want to acquire, accomplish, experience, right? So you tell yourself, I'm going to be disciplined for this journey or for this thing. If you don't have anything like that, which is purpose, your ass will end up chasing $1 or some pussy. And the problem is when you chase money and you don't have a purpose, the money ends up running you. So you end up spending the money or indulging in a lifestyle that even if it's full of money, it's full of all kind of other stuff that will bring you the fuck down. And of course, when you just chasing pussy, right? The idea is it ain't hard to look around and see what a bitch gonna run you on when all you after is ass. Y'all understand what I'm explaining so far before I go any deeper? As a man, you have to have a purpose. This is why y'all always hear me talking about for boys growing up. You need to have positive male role models because mature men will tell other men this. Mature men will show other men where they're weak at and where they need to put their attention to grow themselves. Women don't do that for men. Men do that for men in groups, operating as a team, bouncing ideas off, talking to one another a certain way, gaining respect and losing respect based on certain things and learning from those experiences. You don't get that from a bitch. So if you understand what I'm explaining, this is why it's so important for boys to be, during their upbringing, during their time of programming, in the vicinity of men, not just fucking women all the time. Gotta have a purpose. Gotta be able to view the world from a space of it is different for men than it is for women. We live in a time where everybody's trying to make that shit the same. They're trying to make the life experiences for men and the life experiences for women the same, but it is not. The other thing is, as a man, you have to stay on top of if I'm allowing negative fucking attitudes around me, especially from women. We are the most persuasive. We are the most influential, especially when it comes down to relationships, especially when it comes down to committed relationships. So when you sit with a bitch that they have this aura of negative energy, everything is some sort of attitude conversation or attitude cycle. You start to lose yourself as a man. I'm just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Do y'all understand before I go any deeper? This is important for men to understand. And like I said, if at a young age, you wasn't raised on that warped ass single mama mentality that a woman can teach you how to be a man, you would have been put in the vicinity of men so you can understand life from a male perspective. A lot of y'all, you was raised by a bitch with a negative attitude towards life based on what she went through and her choices and what happened with you, her and your daddy and all kind of relationship shit, to the point where you're programmed that this type of shit is the norm. So watch this. As a grown male adult, all you know how to do is be in the vicinity of a woman with a negative attitude or that negative energy. You don't even know what it feels like to process and be with a woman that knows how to be submissive and loving and encouraging and motivating and positive. You used to bitches that just keep bringing issues to your plate. You used to bitches that just keep on accusing and mistrusting, and in a space where you damn near operate and thrive off of that type of energy. Looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Make sure y'all understand before I go any deeper. The shit changes you for the worse. Look around at the reputation and what you spent the past 2 to 3 years doing. 1 to 2 years doing. A lot of y'all as a man, bro, you're not proud of that shit. You're not proud of that shit. But when you're around the wrong people, when you are consistently in the vicinity, in the environment of a negative or attitudinous person, watch this. Most of your energy, especially your mental energy, is put into trying to cope with their character. So a lot of the business that you're supposed to be getting to as a man, you ain't getting to that shit. Because you so busy trying to pacify a motherfucking attitude about some shit that don't actually exist. Because positivity is a choice. Deciding that you want to be on some happy shit, this is something that bitches are still trying to even grasp the concept of, that you could just decide that. So half the shit that y'all niggas trying to fix with females' attitudes and deal with and cope, it's some shit that's not even a physical real thing. So you're not going to be able to fix it. Bro, you can't get to the business because you're too busy putting your time, your energy, your effort, your thought process into trying to deal with a bitch's negative attitude. Trying to hope that today she ain't gonna find something to be mad at you about. Trying to wonder if today things are gonna go smooth or not. Hoping that you ain't finna get that we need to talk conversation. A lot of y'all, bro, you look around, you need to leave that bitch alone. It don't gotta be nothing big and drastic. She ain't got to have cheated on you. You ain't got to have cheated on her. Cause you know, I told y'all in another live, y'all feel like y'all got to wait till shit is some big drama cycle to step away from some shit. Just look at what you've turned into, especially as a man. Look at what it did to you. That alone will tell you. And I'm gonna tell you something. Women, we have the sexuality of a god. That shit is different than men, right? So we're very persuasive. A lot of y'all, bro, you can't get up out of there because of the pussy. Bro, you can't get up out of there because of the way the sexual energy makes you feel. Know why, bro? You ain't got no purpose. So really what moves you is pussy. What motivates you is vagina. You can't get up out of there, bro. And most of your full-grown man energy, your full-grown man mental power, your full-grown male, character and moves, your decisions are just on trying to deal with her attitude. My nigga, how you gonna get ahead? My nigga, how you gonna get in tune with your spirituality as a man? My nigga, how you gonna accomplish something great? My nigga, how you gonna create a legacy for your children? My nigga, how are you gonna get in a space where you're even in a healthy position to even be somebody's father? My nigga, how you gonna come up out that struggle? Bruh, how you gonna get up out the hood? How the fuck you gonna solve the real life problems if every day you walking on eggshells and tiptoeing around as a grown ass man, I wanna add, about a bitch attitude? Cause a hoe can't wake up and decide that she wanna be on some positive shit. Cause a bitch feel like how they act and what they say out their mouth is not a decision of theirs. It is somehow under the control of the environment they're in, or something you did, or something you said. Bro, y'all gotta get up out of there. some of y'all, you got children. And my nigga, you ain't being the type of father that you want to be to them kids. And part of it has to do with the environment. Part of the environment is the type of bitches that you allowing to sit around you and the shit they influencing you to be on. Part of it is the environment and the type of niggas you sitting up under. Your mama ain't never give you no positive male role model resources because she was on that single mama parenting shit so hard. So you ended up just connecting with whatever niggas you cross paths with in the low income area that you lived in. And they ain't really got too much going on. So you getting influenced by another nigga who mind don't know too much more than yours. And when you look around, it's like, how can I be a better father or a better man or accomplish some big shit or even see, watch this, old vision, even see myself doing something bigger than what I'm doing. I can't even see the shit. Know why? Because day to day, my biggest concern is that this bitch don't get an attitude with me. Day to day, my biggest concern is that they don't get upset at me about X, Y, or Z. Nigga can't even really map out no real goals. Talk about manifesting or motherfucking vision board for you as a man. Talk about, you know, seeing myself. Because, you know, when we talk about manifesting or doing better, you actually got to see yourself doing that shit before you do it. You got to be able to speak like this shit in present time. A lot of y'all, you can't have this conversation because your biggest worry every day is if a bitch gonna get an attitude with you. Is a hoe gonna have a problem with what the fuck you got going on, or the decision you made, or who you called, or what's in your phone, or what you doing online, or what you looking at, or why you on there that long, or who was over there, or how much money did you make today, or what's going on. You can't even think straight. Whole mind cloudy. Alright. I'm just trying to see who understand what I'm saying before I go deeper. Because I always could go deeper. We never touch the bottom. A lot of y'all niggas, bruh, I'm talking to the dudes on here. You gotta reevaluate your motherfucking environment. You gotta get up out the pussy long enough, up from under a bitch long enough to decide as a man how you wanna motherfucking be. Exactly, that lady live again. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all looking around and it ain't hard to see that girl telling the truth. Your ex telling the truth. Your mama telling the truth. Your auntie and them telling the truth. You know, because you ain't even proud of your reputation. You ain't proud of it. But the thing is, their opinion don't matter more about you than your opinion. What they think don't matter more, but you know the facts of what they saying is true. You ain't really proud of the decisions you made the past 1 to 2 years, the past 3 to 5 years. You're not proud of that. That's not some shit you go around talking about as a testimony. That's why hoes be so quick to talk about exposing y'all with their attitudes, because they knowing 9 out of 10, you done did this shit and you ain't really proud of it. You done did this shit and you don't really want a bitch to know that you did this shit. You done made this decision or switched up on this or changed up on that or went over here and did this or said this and you ain't even proud of it. And bruh, I ain't saying you supposed to give a fuck what they think. I always say stand on facts, right? A lot of the facts of what a bitch be saying, it be true. And off of that, you should decide what you want to do moving forward. Because if you ain't proud of your reputation, if you ain't proud of how shit looking, if you ain't proud of what they saying about you, if you ain't proud of what they posting about you, if you ain't proud of it, I ain't talking about the hating ass shit. I'm talking about the shit that you know this is true about me. Like, I did do that. I did lie about that. I did cheat over them. I did try my kids on that. I did do that. Bruh, you decide. This is what men do. Men decide. Like, based on how shit looking, it ain't looking too good. I ain't proud of it. I'ma change it. I'm not because a bitch told me to change it. A lot of y'all, again, your mindset is programmed from that single mama shit to where you rating on a bitch to tell you what to change. Bruh, any given day, you look up and look at your life and the decisions you made and you decide if you want to change that shit. Fuck what a hoe talking about. Fuck what a bitch said. Telling y'all what I know. From the realest bitch on this motherfucker, I'm telling y'all what the fuck I know. Y'all wait too long for a hoe to use her energy or her vagina or the relationship you in with her that you ain't growing in anyway. Ooh, watch this, bro. You ain't growing in anyway. Ooh, watch this. You ain't growing in that motherfucker anyway. It's some shit she hardcore want, but you ain't growing in that bitch anyway. You ain't found your purpose. You ain't being pouring into and enlightened every day and, you know, giving that positive energy. You ain't got no motherfucking helpmate. You got a bitch that you wake up next to that keep a motherfucking attitude. My nigga, get up out of there and decide for yourself how you want your life and your reputation to look. And for those of y'all that's religious, what the Bible say? A man that finds a wife finds a good thing, right? Y'all be done found some shit, bruh. She ain't no helpmate. That bitch ain't no wife. That hoe is a slave programmed to the internet shit. That's what she is. She ain't studying about how you feel in the morning or what the fuck is going on with you, that your decisions ain't adding up with what the fuck you said you wanted to do for this family. A bitch concerned what the fuck they can get out of y'all, and they'll ride your ass like a motherfucking mule till your back break and on to the next motherfucker, because that's what the internet say to do. Bitch, we be worrying about our motherfucking bodies in the next bag and what nigga can buy a bag and what trip a bitch can take us on so we can post and make the other hoes mad. Y'all niggas gotta wake up and decide, bro, without a bitch involved. What do I want to be on? What's my motherfucking purpose as a man? And then I'm gonna add a female or whatever lifestyle, a female or two to support me going after that. Guess why? Watch this. Guess why? Right? Guess why? Because you having a purpose outside of a dollar and some motherfucking pussy will help you be disciplined and motivated about life. Niggas with no discipline is what? If I ask the ladies on here to comment, what is a nigga with no discipline? They can go for days on this motherfucker. What is a nigga with no motivation? What is a man that ain't motivated by shit? Ain't disciplined by shit? If you a minority and you come from poverty, nigga, you a case waiting to happen. You a DOC number, my nigga. You a nigga walk an idle mind waiting to get into some shit. That's what you is. A fool. Exactly. Y'all gotta really understand. A bum. Exactly. Because what the fuck you doing? But see, y'all gotta understand, like somebody said, broke, right? The idea is, it's plenty of niggas that chase money and get money and they still a bum. It's plenty of niggas that, yeah, they got $1 or $2. Still a bum. No discipline, no motivation for no real purpose in life. So when they get the money runs them. The money brings exactly what the fuck y'all done heard the song say. It brings more problems. But the type of problems it brings is the same type of problems a broke nigga having. Chaos, misunderstandings, shit cloudy. The women around you aren't in a space where they really for you because they there for the dollar. Because that's all you chase. You ain't got no substance as a man. So the bitches you attract, they there for the same thing you there for. The money. And every nigga know what a bitch who around for the money will do. If I ask the niggas right now to comment, what will a bitch do that's just there for the money? Show you her true colors. Switch up on your motherfucking ass. When the shit ain't flowing, don't go through nothing heavy. Because if it look like the bag ain't there, what the fuck she gonna do? Alright. Alright. And see, the thing about it is, females be able to, especially nowadays, ooh, watch this, off the looks, off the ass, off the body, that they either worked out in the gym and got or went and bought. I don't give a fuck where they get it from. When y'all be attracting them women that all they give a fuck about is $1 and they get close up under you, I don't give a fuck what you built through your attraction to money. A bitch will tear that shit down with one lie. Bitch will tear that shit down with one attitude cycle. A bitch will break. Y'all don't see what's going on? You don't see how many grown men go a whole lifetime building success, and for the wrong interactions with the wrong women, or we could even say the right interactions with the wrong women, that shit go down in a matter of a day. You fuck around nowadays, especially with the internet, let a bitch decide, I want to make up something about him. Everything you acquire through chasing that motherfucking dollar will fall in one motherfucking day. You ain't seen the cancel culture? One bitch can convince a whole community of bitches, because it already be in them to believe that a nigga gonna do some fucked up shit anyway. Make up a whole story, everybody go along with it, even the bitch that raised you. You gotta have purpose. Purpose got to be tied to character. Your character got to be tied to core beliefs. Your core beliefs have to be backed by shit you willing to stand on. looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Some of y'all, you need to evaluate the type of bitches you got around you. Some of y'all, you need to realize that whole everyday walking on eggshells behind a bitch that keep an attitude about something, bruh, this is not good for me. She could even be a decent woman, but she ain't good for me. She could have some good qualities, but she's not good for my mind. You can't grow as a man with that type of chaos. All of your energy, mentally, physically, and emotionally, will be put into effort towards, it will be put with the intent to try to make sure you don't upset or antagonize, or you're able to cope with her attitude. Bruh, and worrying about a bitch attitude all your life is not finna get you nowhere. Nowhere. That's why a lot of y'all can't show up for y'all kids. You with the wrong type of bitch. Time you off work or away from the bag where you supposed to be in some downtime, worried about your legacy or family or the things that as a man are supposed to matter, you worry about a bitch attitude. You running around trying to prove to a hoe that you ain't doing this or why you did that. God damn it, you got to make a decision. Told y'all done got so bad, y'all dress it up. And I told y'all just the other night, bro, we is not in them times no more where it's not realistic, right? Unless you in the motherfucking 1% on this motherfucker, where, I'll even give y'all 5%, where your earnings is so high that you can afford to be with a motherfucker that don't put no effort into the forward progress or the advancement of the family. They can just lay up and spend money. Bruh, you need a partner that could beat their feet next to yours, because you need them motherfuckers beaten. As a man in 2023, bro, you got to get up every day and get it. I'm going to tell y'all something else. And a lot of niggas on here that did one-on-ones with me, they'll tell y'all, bruh, you got to have some sort of purpose that don't got nothing to do with a bitch or chasing no dollars. Some sort of thing that has to do with, this is the image or what I want for myself, right? It might cost some money to get it. You might need a wife or a teammate to continue to aggressively go after it, but it has to be something that you as the individual, you want for yourself. Y'all should be waking up working out. Y'all should be watching y'all diet and what you put in your body. Y'all should be sitting down, evaluating your goals time you get up. There needs to be at least an hour in the morning where you don't touch this motherfucking app, because you're supposed to be the leaders in the relationship. You ain't supposed to wake up and jump right on Facebook or Instagram. Your ass supposed to wake up and sit in your thoughts of what you finna do as a man. Men can't afford to sit the fuck around. But see, when you was raised by them single mama-minded mentality ass hoes, right? You will believe that you moving the same way bitches be moving is okay. That's not how this shit go. And if you ain't got no bitch around you that's pouring positivity into you, bruh, you got to get up out of there. You got to get the fuck up out of there. From me to y'all, a lot of y'all, bro, just check your reputation. Don't go off of what I'm saying. Sit back and look at the decisions you've made, how your life look, the type of women you've been dealing with, the type of men that you've been attracting around you, and ask yourself, bro, am I proud of this? If I had to stand up in a room full of people and talk about these decisions and this shit I got going on, is it something that as a man I'm proud of? Bro, if you can't say that, you should be beating your feet every day. Trying to do better, trying to move better, and ooh, watch that influence. Because the bitches you lay down with, sir, they do influence you. No matter what you get on the internet and tell these bird brain ass bitches, love Dorsey no different. Just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Teach your sons, tell your homeboy, talk to your daddy if he don't know. Talk to your uncle, your bitch. And a lot of y'all niggas that keep a bunch of niggas around, this is the type of shit that y'all should be talking about. Wake up worrying about the wrong shit, and this app will keep you worrying about that shit. It will keep you worrying about that shit to the point where you will realize after a while, I don't don't even really know how to think for myself and process what I want to do. Can't really make decisions, afraid. Ooh, watch this. Fear will take the fuck over. Fear will take the fuck over. To where not everything you do is based on fear of a certain outcome. But men's supposed to be willing to take risks. Well, before women. Men supposed to be willing to step out and stand on decisions they made. And a bitch that's for them will be alongside them to support, to be counsel, to add some positivity. A helpmate. These bitches y'all got a hate mate. That's why these bitches be manipulating the fuck out of y'all. Manipulating the fuck out of y'all. We're very influential as females. Some stuff, it requires you to get vulnerable in conversation and maneuvering through life around other men that are trying to move forward in life. Like somebody just commented, y'all sit up and tell a bitch everything. And one thing about women, we gon' use that shit. Yes, boom, it be a hate mate. It don't be no motherfucking helpmate. Biggest hater be the bitch laying next to you. Because nowadays, the way that the culture is with women, and y'all know I'm out here every day pushing for a bitch to look at shit different. The way the culture be, it's a flex to fuck another bitch man. So watch this. Ooh, watch this. Pay attention. You gotta pay attention now. It's a flex to fuck another bitch man to a good majority of these females out here. Because females know that. A lot of females that got a man, ooh, watch this. I'm a hate mate because I don't really want to see my nigga go up like he really could. Ooh, know why? Because I know that it's a flex for bitches to fuck somebody else's man. So if you go up too high, you end up getting closer and closer to that percent of a valuable man when we talk about finances or stability. And now I gotta worry about one of these bitches that know or that's out here active knowing it's a flex to fuck another bitch man. So guess what? I really don't want to see you accomplish too much. Like, you do enough to be able to keep me comfortable and pay bills, but bitch, I don't really want to see you go up too much. Because the culture with most of these women is, it ain't enough good men out here for the amount of women. So if I have to take me a bitch man, I'll do that. So really, my trust and my mistrust is not necessarily for you. It's for the fact that I know what a bitch will do. Because I'm a bitch. And even though I might not do it, I know what the fuck women on. I know what we talking about in the hair salons and in the nail shops and everywhere. I know what the fuck going on. So you know what? I'd rather my nigga stay on this level right here. I don't need him getting too big or being outside too much or accomplishing too much. Because then it's going to bring on the bitches that it's their life mission to fuck somebody else, man. They talk about it every summer. They trying to be outside. They trying to fuck with a rich nigga. So you know what? I don't want my nigga to be a rich nigga. So while you as the nigga praying for a blessing, a financial blessing to go up, the bitch next to you, your hate mate is praying you don't go up too far, because I don't need you to outgrow the relationship or get to a point where women or a woman other than me really sees some sort of value in you. Just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Telling y'all what the fuck going on. It ain't that I don't love you. I love you. I love you, babe. I love you, but goddamn it, I don't want to see you go up too far. It's gonna bring all, and I know how vindictive and manipulating that women can be when they after shit like that. I'm a good woman. I love you, but goddamn it, I don't need you to go up too high. Certain bags, I don't need you to touch. Doing too much, babe. You're doing too much. Just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. And I'm telling y'all the raw truth. The raw truth. It ain't hard to look around and see. This is why I don't buy into the bullshit with a lot of women. We be right with the shits with men. Hoes be on the internet crying about how a nigga cheating, but it's a bitch somewhere in that same token willing to fuck another bitch man knowing that he with somebody. And they willing to just stand on that one line. Well, your loyalty was with him. It wasn't with me. So the whole culture say, fuck the principles for all and just say certain individuals supposed to stand on certain shit. This is why the fuck bitches be so mistrustful towards relationships and dealing with niggas that are advancing in life and growing with an eye. We know what the fuck another hoe would do. That's why the fuck we be on y'all so hard. We know. Look at somebody as a stylist. She is really exactly. Cause them hoes come sit in your chair and tell it the fuck all. I know it. I don't even like getting my hair done with other bitches in the salon. Cause I'm tired of hearing about it. Every other day a bitch crying about what a nigga did to them. But what the nigga did was something that involved another woman that was willing to do that. They can't get no pussy where they ain't giving out pussy. This is where, if we just want to talk for a second, where a lot of the attitudes come from. We know what the fuck other bitches will do. Fuck in the club, outside the car, suck a dick in the bathroom, at work. A bitch will do all kind of shit. Go out of town with you knowing you got a wife and kids and a family. Hoes do all, and we know that. We know that. Just when we get on the internet, you know, we gonna just talk about what the men do.